Okay, this is Aaron again with Exalted Lamb 1, and man, I'm up here in northern Colorado early in the morning, almost 1 o'clock in the morning on August 25th, the day that this might happen over in the Ukraine, or over in Ukraine. I'm coming off a little bit of an illness. It wasn't, sickness or just a cold, whatever. And so a little bit of a funky throat. So just keep that in mind. I want to apologize up front. A little bit different, more raspy than normal, of course. So, but I had to get this out. This is massive. I think I've broken this code 100%. But again, this is merely speculation as best I can. Like I've always said in all my videos for now going on about over 6 years. So let's get right to it right away here. We've got a lot to get to. You're going to be mind blown. You got to stick with me this whole time. There's some incredible stuff all along the way. You will absolutely blow your mind. I've cracked this code, I believe, but we'll see. We'll see how things play out later today, going into tomorrow, the 26th, as far as our reporting day. So this is amazing. So here we go. So again, I'm Exalted Lamb 1. I'm Exalted Lamb 1 on Telegram. I'll have a link in the description box below if you want to get notifications or things like that. I apologize if I talk fast, but I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to talk as how I need to. You just have to deal with it. If you don't like it, sorry. So my motto is having no part in the worthless deeds of darkness, but instead exposing them. Ephesians 5:11. And I don't do any of this stuff. I basically expose what the evil people in this world, the elites, the families that run the world. There's 13 ruling families that run the world, and they have their guy Barack Hussein Obama. I call him Stinky Bo. That's about to rise to power with all this chaos that's about to happen soon. Whenever that is exactly. Now again, I'm speculating when that is. I think the first day just started, so I'm going to get right into that. First day just started a couple days ago. So, and then this will mark off or kick off this time frame of my timeline. By the way, my timeline will be pinned to the top of comments on this video when I can get to it. So keep that in mind. It might not be up right away. I'm gonna try to get up right away, but again, it's 1 o'clock in the morning right now, and I'm getting tired. So, and I'm doing this silly video. So it's only to help people, to warn people, and that's what I do. That's how I do this. So again, the rule of Kalel, the Kabbalistic rule of Kalel states that one digit can be added to or subtracted from the gematria value of a word without affecting its value. This seems to modern ears to be a cheat. However, the Kabbalists or Kabbalists explain the rule by pointing out that for them, one is not a number. The monad symbolizes the divinity, and he can come and go as he pleased, adding nothing and taking nothing away, which is really Lucifer. That's who they really follow. Okay, but so that's part of the rule of Kalel. So I could take one away or add one. I typically will take one away because that seems like less of a cheat to me. I rarely add one, but just showing you how, or move one over from one spot to another. You'll see how that works. And then also I want to mention that 0 is hiding O. For those who don't know all this stuff, haven't seen my videos before. So 0 is hiding O. That's why you say if you go into a class and it's room 101, most people don't say 101 because we've been programmed to say O instead. It's also a little bit, it's been made to be easier. So, but 0 is hiding O a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times it's hiding O, and that's O for Obamazels. Okay, sometimes I have to do zils on stuff, is how I do it. For the algorithms. Okay, anyway, excuse me. And then O equals 15 in gematria, of course. A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, all the way up to O is 15. And then 15 is 1 plus 5 equals 6. And how that matters is a lot of times they hide in O, they hide 15 or 6, or even 6 is made up of 2 plus 4. And that is this year. And it's everywhere. It's everywhere. I've been saying this for a while. This is the year. I'm pretty confident this is the year, but we'll see how it goes. We don't have much left. And this looks like might be hitting here. So the proof will be in the pudding when this stuff kicks off. So the rule of nines I also want to mention. There's the silhouette of 9, 1, and then 1. I have to say it in code that happened in 2001. And if you take, that's a big number 11. In fact, it's symbolic of the 11th day that's coming. And I'm going to share with that in a second. Where the nukes will go off from submarines and hit both 2 islands off the coast of East and West Coast, which is one's Hawaii, the other one's the island that's off the northern coast of Africa called La Palma. And they'll break off, chunks will break off and go into the ocean, cause mass tsunamis at the same time. It's all coordinated with nuclear strikes. from submarines, Russian Akula class submarines. Anyway, and then so if you take an 11 or any number and you add 9 to it, it stays the same. So you can remove any 9, because if you add 9 to the number 11, 9 plus 1 is back to 11. See how that works? So anyway, that's how that works. It's a rule of nines. I don't know why this is staggered like this right now. This is bizarre. So anyway, this was my timeline, okay, for this month. It was 8/18 was a pre-day. You had a first day. And it's first day because it's 1 plus 9 is 10. Take away the 0, so it's 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Third day, fourth day, 2 plus 2 is 4, all that. All the way up here, okay? But that wasn't, it didn't happen on here. There's some major symbolic events that happen. I'm not going to go over all of them right now. And I usually don't too much, just because I don't like to toot my own horn too much. But sometimes I think I should, because people go, oh, nothing ever happens. Well, that's absolutely not true. I've had hundreds of things, symbolic things, and even actual events or very similar events happen on the exact same days I've said. If you're actually following me and you know this and you're honest, that's what happens. And I'm going to actually give an example on this video, which I normally don't do, because I want to make a point with this. Okay, so what happened was, on this day right here, a couple of days ago here now, it's amazing, something came up, and then that showed me this was the first day. It's the numerology. So the numerology that is right there, that I thought was a rare possibility, but if you take 8 plus 2 plus 3, so 8/23, 8 plus 2 plus 3 plus the year, it's rare that in gematria you'll have the 20 part of the 24. But I've shown it how it is out there, and I've shown some of those, but a lot of times it's just the 24, because just the way it shows up in words and things and phrases and stuff, it's easier, and it comes around more. Just, it's harder to make it all coming out in this full phrasing of month, day, and year, the full year. So that all is 19, and then 1 plus 9 is 10, and take away the 0, and that's 1. Numerology is 1, and then you go to the 24th, it just makes it 2, and you go all the way up, and then it's basically numerology from day 1 all the way. And that's how I found out years ago how they were doing this. And then these different very symbolic events were on these exact certain days that had to do with these symbolic events. Okay, and then again, this day is the 236th day of the year, and I'm going to mention that, reference that a few times, but okay, and so this ends up becoming my day 1. I do not know what's going on with this program. What in the heck? Weird. This thing is, I'm going to have to pause this for a second, because this program, I have to stop this program and start it over, because it's freaking out already. This is ridiculous. Okay, anyway, this PowerPoint is the most annoying program, one of the most annoying programs I've ever used, but I didn't know what to do instead of it, because I spent so much time. And then they do some updates sometimes, and then the thing would just freak out randomly, and just all kinds of fun stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, so I had to stop the whole thing and start it over. Anyway, so 8/23 becomes the first day, and then the third day, like I've been saying for years and years now, third day is the nukes going off in Ukraine's, okay? And so that looks like this. Again, it's 1, 2, and then third day. And then this ends up being the fourth day, then fifth. And then the fifth is, anyway, you'll see look at my timeline pinned at the top of comments, so you don't know this stuff already. And then the first attack days is right in here. You have the tsunami days right here. Anyway, and I'm not going to go all the way to the last day and everything right now. Look at my timeline. You'll see when I eventually get it up. Then also, this day is also 8/10 on the Julian, and I noticed right away that they were referencing that with the day of the year all over, and I'll show some of those examples. In fact, I have so many examples, I can't show all this in the video, even though this is going to be longer than I want it to be, but I want to make a nice, amazing, I always like to make a really good case. I feel like I'm a prosecutor prosecuting a case, and I want to make a really good case, has a lot of evidence. So just throwing a couple things out there. I hate it when someone goes on a lot of YouTube channels, they go, hey, this moon conjunction with Saturn, and then this other thing, and then there's rapture tomorrow. I mean, it's just like, give me a break. Like, I have hundreds, thousands of things over the years, all kinds of symbols, gematria, astrological signs, just every kind of thing you can think of that possibly I could pull from. The Lord leads me. By the way, Jesus himself gives me clues to all this stuff. He can't tell me the whole thing, or nobody else, but he gives me clues on this stuff, and I have to guess on it. And if you don't understand that, if you're just ultra-religious and can't understand how he does that, well, then you may want to talk to him and find this out eventually. But a lot of people don't understand, like, why wouldn't he tell you that? Because he can't do that. No one can know time exactly. And then as we get closer, it's available. I believe it's available to know more and more and more as we get almost to the end. So anyway, and the scripture is a lot more clear on that than a lot of people think. A lot of people think there's no way we can know it all and all that stuff. No, that's not true at all. It literally says the opposite in many scriptures, and I could pull those out. I could take a wheelbarrow and pull them all out for you, but I'm not going to do that. And I don't get into big biblical discussions because I just don't. I get into the details of this stuff, and if you don't like it, it's too bad. I'm the messenger. Just go somewhere else if you don't like it. So anyway, that's what that is. And then basically, and then right here, basically 7 days later, and again the sevens are crazy. 9-1 and 9-2, which is 9-2 is hiding this event here. This is going to be the real one here. So this is the wind up to this one here, and then the final one on September 5th. By the way, September 5th on the Torah calendar is Rosh Hashanah, okay? And then 7 years ago, Jewish years ago, on the Torah calendar was Rosh Hashanah and 9/23, the Revelation 12 sign during they're basically closing out Rosh Hashanah, okay? So that's 7 years basically, and then boom, the balance of the bride leaves. This is the faithful leaving at this point. And again, look at my timeline. And I'm not getting all this. It's a little bit crude right now on this right now. But the 810 on the Julian calendar is the 223rd day of the year, or backwards 322, skull and bones. Okay, and so this is this day on the Julian, the Gregorian, and this date on the Julian. Okay, and they're using both, and I never thought this would be the case. I got hinted to it before, but I'm like, I just didn't. It was going to be hard to know until I got the first day. When I got the first day, I could sync and see if both of them sync, and they both synced, right? See, they both sync right now. So I knew that, but I just didn't get into it because there's no way I could verify it until some event started. And what's that event? This is the event, I believe, that started it for me on the first day on the August 23rd. RFK Jr. endorses Trump and he suspends presidential campaign. In fact, over a year ago, I'm showing you my timeline from over a year ago. You see 2023, the Gregorian, August and September. Literally, I was predicting August and September, and this same exact timeline as I had last year. Because there were so many things that were marked. I just didn't have the right year, of course. Trump will announce something huge, possibly attempting to broker a peace deal with Russia and Ukraine in one day, but it fails. Also possible that Trump will announce he is running for presidency with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. as vice president. See, back then, I had no idea. I mean, I saw the numerology. I saw the symbolism. I saw articles of him referencing with Trump and these things back and forth and a lot of things. I analyzed the details of hundreds of things, and I saw that they were lined up. They were going to line up at some point. And so I assumed at that time it would be, he's going to become a vice president or whatever. But no, J.D. Vance became a vice president. And then when I look at his numbers, that made some sense, and maybe even a little bit more. But I don't know about more, but it made some sense. But this guy, he did align with him, and on the first day, it looks like. So again, that's something that it's not exact, but it's super close and good enough in my book. And if you can't see that, well, I don't know what to say to you. I mean, who predicted anything like that? Nobody that I've ever seen. And I predicted exact events on exact days. And I'm not going to go over I don't chew my own horn, like I said. I'm just sharing with you that I know what I'm doing a bit, and I'm not just some guy that throws stuff out there and just doesn't, there's so many people that say all these random stuff that I'm like, so what? So, okay. And do you have any kind of track record? 99% of people out there have nothing for a track record, nothing. I have something. I have several things that show that there's something to my timeline. If you actually look at the details, if you're a naysayer and you can't, open your mind up to what actually facts are, then of course you're going to say, "Oh, nothing's ever happened." It's all the major events haven't happened, yes, because I'm always waiting. When those happen, then it'll happen. But until then, they haven't happened yet. But a lot of minor events I've said have happened. So, and then when this happened, Trump was in Las Vegas. So Donald Trump, Las Vegas, Nevada. And then that's 143 in reversible reduction. And so 143 is the days left. And with 223 days on a leap year, with 143 days left, that is 810. So that would show that today or that day was on the Julian calendar. So that was showing 810 on the Julian with these days left and that in the 223rd day of the year. I hope that makes sense. To me it does. If you don't it doesn't make sense to you, I don't know what to say. But and then look at this. This again, RFK Jr. suspended campaign, endorses Trump, and he mentions it here. He's in Las Vegas. And then another thing about Las Vegas, LV is and that's where the last Super Bowl was. And again, that's for a reason because it's 322. LV is 1222 or 322. There's many things. I'm not getting them all of them. And then Robert F. Kennedy Jr. endorses Trump. Again, 143, the 223rd day of the year with 143 days left over on a leap year. And this is a leap year, which are more rare than regular years because every fourth year is a leap year. Okay, so that's crazy. And then boom. And then even shortened version, RFK Jr. endorses Trump. That's 236. The 236th day of the year is 823 on a leap year only. It's normally the 235th day of the year. Okay, so that matches 100%. And so you have this day and that day. See that on the same day at the same event, showing two different numerologies that only make sense to me if one's on the Julian and one's on the Gregorian. Okay, and then we'll keep going here. And there's many others. The Order of Skull and Bones, also known as Skull and Bones, is a secret society for senior undergraduate students at Yale University. It was founded in 1832 by William Huntington Russell, who was inspired by an occult society he visited in Germany. Alfonso. Wow. I don't know why. I'm tired. Alfonso Taft, who later became Secretary of War under President Grant and father of President William Howard Taft, was also a co-founder. I've shared so much stuff about this in past years. It's crazy, and I'm not going to dredge up all that stuff. Hopefully this gives you kind of an overview of what it is. And if you don't know, you don't know, but a lot of people know that watch these kind of videos and such. But, so that's Skull and Bones 322, okay? So, but watch this. It was founded in 1832. Okay, so that is look at this. It's 23rd of August with the slash over here backwards, or is backwards 239. What's 239? So it's 823 or 239. 239 is 826. 239th day of the year. Again, that's the Nuxels going off in Ukrainesels, as I've said for years. On the 25th, which is later today, and the reporting day is the 26th. So I'm going to talk about these 2 days, 25th and 26th. That's all this. That's mainly what this video is going to be about. I'm going to talk a little bit about 9/2, September 2nd, so 1st and 2nd, a little bit here and there, and some other things, but mostly that because I want to hit this point home and show how this is all in this stuff. It's crazy. This is nuts. Okay, ready? So again, this is Skull and Bones. This is a picture from back then. Wow, it was way back in the 40. It was actually, this was 48, I believe, and I'm going to show that in a second. So there is George H.W. Bush. Well, why was he called H.W.? Because H and W is 8 and 23. 823. That was the first day here a couple days ago, 823. And I'm going to show this like crazy and prove this. Pretty much prove it, but again, it's still speculation, but in my mind, I'm kind of proving it, but we'll see. And then here he is on the baseball. He was Captain G.H.W. Bush, 48. Okay, that was because year 48. Okay, he was that was class of 48. Okay, so what's crazy about that? Well, here's what's 48. 48 just happens to be 223 is the 48th prime. Is that a massive coincidence that you have Skull and Bones 322, which is right down here, and that's what it is. In better pictures, you can see 322, but it's 322 right here. Okay, and people know this. Okay, and then 48 is the 48th prime is 223, and again August 10th on the August 23rd on the Julian calendar was August 10th, which is the 223rd day of the year. Are you kidding me? And then, again, this means class of 48, which is 1948. Again, he represents 823 and 825 and other things, and the major attack day that's going to happen on 9/1 and 9/2. But here we go. Boom. See, I'm just color coding this. So we got 8, and then 19 plus 4 is 23. Class of 1940 is hiding 823. Boom. And then what's the number 2137? What could that be? It's the 322nd prime. 322nd prime is, and a prime number, if you don't know, is a number that's only divisible by itself and 1. Can't be divided by any other whole number. Okay, so, and then the 322nd prime is 2137. And what's crazy about this? color code that, and you have 823. Okay, that's a massive coincidence? I don't think so. And that was a couple days ago. Okay, boom. And then here's George Bush, H.W. Bush. It was on 9-1 and then 1. I can't even say that number because I'll be flagged and super banned even more, shadow banned even more than I am already, which is almost impossible, but it's the case. In 1990, though, and what's 1990 is hiding something, I'm going to show it. And he said this new world order. New world order. Anyway, oh man, just okay. Anyway, 1990. Okay, 1990. What's 1990 hiding? Well, you got one is yet one. As one is one, of course. 9 plus 9 is 18, and then remember O is 15, 15th letter of the alphabet. Now bring this down. Well, what have you seen? Where's this at? Right over here. Look at this. 1815. This rule of Kalal, you can just take the 1 away right here if you wanted to. But look over here. See 1518 or 1815? George Herbert Walker Bush. George Herbert Walker Bush. George Bush. Okay, anyway, there you go. Look at that. And what is that? What are they both hiding? 8, 2 1s, and 5. 825. 825. So we got one down here. And then I'm just switching. I'm switching the 8 and the number 15. Switching the 8 and 15. So you got 8 and then 15 and then 1 and then 1. And so if you bring all that down, it's 8, 5, 2, 1. So it's 825 plus the reporting day. Sometimes they just show the day, and sometimes they show the day and the reporting day, and they do it different ways. This way, it's 1's over here, so it's plus 825 plus 1. If a 1's right in front of it, that means it's minus 1 from something, like in Roman numerals. This is Roman. 1 from X, I from X in Roman numerals is X is 10, I from X is 9. 1 from X or 1 from 10 is 9. That's how they do this. So if it was over here, it'd be 1 from. See how this is backwards? They do so many things upside down, backwards, opposites, backwards, because they hide things, and you'll see that all the time, and especially what I'm showing you right now. The New World Order. New World Order. Anyway, okay. NWO. Does that sound familiar? NWO. Okay. N is 14, W is 23, O is 15. Boom. Let's bring these down right here. Let's keep going. 14, 23, and then we just switch the 1 and the 5 to 5 and 1 right here, because you can do that anytime. Switch any letter, any numbers right there, and watch. Boom. Okay. 1 down here. 3 plus 5 is 8. Bring the 2 down. Bring the 4 down. Bring the 1 down. And what do we have here? Ooh, look what we have here. 1, and then 8, 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. So we have 1. I'm just going to flick that together. 24 plus 1. 1 plus 825. Again, 825. Or again, with rule of Kalel, you just take any one away. So you take that 1 away and you have 825. If you don't use the rule of Kalel, it's 1 plus 825 is 826. So it's 825 with the rule of Kalel and 826. Hopefully that makes sense. And this shows up all over the place. It's crazy. What are the chances of that? No. New World Order, NWO. What was that from? That's from these silly wrestlers. And these were the 3 newer ones. But back in the day, there was 3 older ones made up of this guy that he just spoke for Trumple, because Trumple's in on it, all this stuff, of course. And he's Hulk Hogan, okay? Grew up with that jack wagon, okay? Oh, yeah, Mean Gene. Anyway, okay, so that's 825. 8 in the middle, 25 backwards. Hulk Hogan, give me a break. NWO, New World Order. New World Order. Okay, anyway, and then watch. They are wrestlers. They're wrestling. This is wrestling, okay? And then the day that is, so that's 825. 826 is the day with 127 days left over, only on a leap year. And what's this number? Upside down, backwards is that number. So this is happening, this idea is happening on this, 825, and the day with 127 days left over on a leap year, which is 826. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Okay, who are these jack wagons here? John Kerry and little Baby Bush. Baby Bush and John Kerry. Oh, aren't they cute? Oh, they were skull and bones too. Little sellouts. Poor little sellouts. Okay, so he was a class of 1968. Well, what's 1968 hiding? Well, let's just color code it. We got 8 and then 19 plus 6. We got 8 there, and 19 plus 6 is 25. There we go. 825 again today. Okay, boom. And why is he associated with 9/1 and then 1? Because he was the president when 9/1 and then 1 happened in the United States, when the two things came down and all that stuff in 2001. And he was that, so he's associated. Both Bushes are associated with New World Order and 9/1 and then 1. Okay, boom. Okay, and look at these, look at this. Kerry, Bush, Kerry, Bush. In what year? 2004, or forecasting year 24. Do you get it? Am I making it clear? Well, yes, of course you. Yes, of course you are. Okay. Anyway, sorry, I'm in a weird mood right now. Okay. Anyway, because I'm like loopy from being tired. Well, of course you are. What else would it be? Okay. Anyway, anyway, oh Lord. Okay, Lord Jesus help me. Okay. Anyway, I just got to get through this. Anyway, and okay. So there it is, 2004. Okay, now, and put those two names together because they both went out with each other, right? Like peas and carrots. Like peas and carrots. Okay, Bush Kerry is 127. There, remember that I just showed you that 127 with Hulk Hogan on wrestling. Remember, day with 127 days left over is 826. 127 days left over, only on a leap year. Okay, boom. Okay, now the both Bushes, Big Bush and Baby Bush, okay, both had the name Walker in their middle name. So it was George W. Bush and George H.W. Bush. They both have Walker. Why? Because it's 9/2, September 2nd, or 9/1 and then 1. Okay, and they both have the name, or because that's also 9/2, because 9/1 and then 1 happened in Manhattan. The two Towersels were in Manhattan. And that's where it's going to happen on September 2nd. September 2nd is the real 9/1 and then 1. And there's other versions like the one, possibly the one today in Ukraine and all this stuff, like I'm showing you. And then they both have the name George Bush because 9/2, September 2nd, is the 246, backwards, again, backwards, they love backwards, 246th day of the year. See? 9/2 is the 246th day of the year, only on a leap year, with 120 days left over. See? See this? They both had Walker, which is 9/2, and they both were George Bush for short. One was George H.W. Bush, and the other one's George W. Bush. One goes by W. Anyway, and I mean, I'm just feeling silly. Okay, but now we're gonna bring these guys in. I'm gonna jumping around a little bit, so keep that in mind. We got Zelenskos and Putinzels. Okay, right here. These two jackwagon nut buckets. They're both. In the club, okay, they're both in the Skull and Bones Club, and I've seen all kinds of evidence of this in the past, but now I'm going to link you up with this truth, okay, that they both are. And these all are these different. There's different secret societies, and these two are part of Skull and Bones, and so these other presidents are, and things like that. And you saw Taft and Boom and all this stuff that was showing up, and and then others are Freemasons, and then for example, Trumple is a Grand Master. He's a Freemason, and he's also Grand Master Knights Templar. Anyway, and I have all the numbers and evidence of all that. So anyway, here, boom, watch this. So then a nuke is going to go off in Ukraine's, okay, it's all set up for that, and all the shove. Man, if you've been looking at the news at all, international news and stuff, you see that it's all setting up. If you have any kind of understanding whatsoever, okay. But right now, right in here is an anagram. And I've shared this before a few times with different videos. Ukraine is hiding as an anagram for Nuke Ray. What's Ray? Ray is a town in Ukraine. Ray Ternopil Oblast. By the way, all these different regions are called oblasts. Oblast? Oblast? I mean, are you kidding me? You gotta see the craziness and sometimes hilarity in this. I mean, Obama and Oblast, because we're talking about the country with Chernobyl. Okay, there's precedents for nuclear disaster already, and other. I mean, oh man, it's ripe. It's ripe. Okay, now watch this. Nuclear bombsels in Ray Brezny. So that's a town, and the town right next to it, they call it like a dual town area. They call it Ray or Brezny or Ray Brezny. Okay, and this is so crazy. Look at this, 25th of August, okay, boom, boom, boom in Ray, okay, boom Ray, Ray boom. Anyway, and right here incredibly, and I'm getting goosebumps right now. This is Putin's birthday. Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay, watch this is the 7th of August, 19. You get rid of the 9, you take away 89, 1952. Go backwards. 7th of August, 1, take away the 9, 52. Watch. Second, oh, sorry, 7th of, so I meant October. Sorry, did I say August? Wow. See, I'm tired. I told you I'm tired. 7th of October, 19, take away the 9, 152. Okay, back over here. October 7th, 1, take away the 9, 52. Nailing it. His signature right on this. Look at that. And the day. Now watch. Look at his birthday. His birthday is backwards. This date also. Okay, not only is his date of birth right here, it's also backwards. This date's backwards in this date. And I'm going to show you. Okay, anything, again, like I said, anything at 9, 2, you could use the 9 sometimes. You use the 9 for different things, like 9, 1, and then 1. You definitely use the 9 there. But other things, they don't use the 9 for. It's a place setter, and it's different things. So watch backwards. Watch this. We're going to go backwards this way. Okay, we're going to go that way. Watch. 25. 1 plus 7 is 8. And then October is 1. Take away the 0, and you have a 1. Plus 1. 25th of August plus 1. See? It's right there. 25th of August. And this is his date of birth. 7 October 19, take away the 9, 52. 7th of October 1952. I mean, are you kidding me? Nailing it. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And then what's crazy about all these different days, these attack days and different things, they're 2 days. Because sometimes something that happens on a particular day happens on another day in another part of the world. It's also something that happens on one day is the next day is a reporting day. So everything's got 2 days. So there's a few reasons for that. Different time zones and also a day of event day and a reporting day. So everything's got 2 days. So just think about it that way. His birthday, everybody's birthday is 2 days. Plus any kind of event that you have. Let's say you do something in a particular day. Well, 24 hours from that time, the thing that you do goes into another day. So there's like a day within those 2 days because it's a 24-hour period from when you do something. Then 24 hours later is in that same time in the next day. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's there. Trust me. Okay, so Yale University was founded. Remember the Skull and Bones came from Yale University, but the university was founded at this time, and then Skull and Bones was founded in 1832. In fact, I'm going to give you the exact day. That's hidden now. I found it years ago, the exact date, the exact day, and I can't find it now. Maybe it's out there, but I can't find it, and they're hiding it now, probably for a number of reasons. But the exact day, I have they put the year out there, but I've known it, and I already found it, but I can't find one I found years ago. 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, my phone, the operating system was taken out of it, over the airwaves or whatever. It was taken. And some of my stuff got completely taken or just deleted or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was like 3.5, 4 years ago or something like that. And then I had to get a new phone at that time and everything. Oh, that was crazy. That was surreal. And I'm not paranoid at all kind of person. And that was freaky. That was weird. I mean, I used to worked for Samsung years ago, and I know all about the electronics and everything of the phone I had and everything. And that I'd never heard of that, never seen that. I went to some people and they said, "What? How could that possibly happen?" I'm like, I have no idea. Somebody did some maybe or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so Yale University was founded October 9th, 1701. Okay, now watch this. That's where Skull and Bones comes from. But this is the founding of Yale, and then of course years later, in 1832, Skull and Bones was founded. Now watch, boom. This goes backwards. Look. 10-7 plus 1. That's Vladimir Putin's birthday. 10-7 plus 1. Okay, and then there's a 9 and a 1. And the 9 you can get rid of, and an extra 1 with really cool you can get rid of. So 10-7. So I'm proving my point. 10-7 plus 1. I just told you. 10-7 plus 1 is 8. See? Look at that. There's so many reasons for this. Now watch. Now if we go, and then, now look at this. This happened on October 7th in 2023, and that was the invasion of Gaza by Hamas, basically. Okay, it was the start of that war. Okay, and this is some of the stupid, crazy pictures of them, yeah, having an Israeli tank on fire and stuff, and they killed a bunch of people and whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely stuff happened, but it's all planned and all this stuff. Some things are not what it seems, and other things are, and it's just a mixture. It's a hodgepodge of things like that. So, but I want you to draw your attention to this. Look at the year. Yeah, 223 or 322 backwards. Now watch this. Now we're gonna go the founding of Yale to that date, the reporting day. Now I said there's a reporting day. There's an event day and a reporting day. To the reporting day, exactly to the day, no extra days. 322 years. Is that a massive coincidence? No, I don't think so. The war, that war. No, I don't think so. It's massive. These people are all in this occult. It's crazy. Bam. Now watch this. Now from the day it actually happened, so not the reporting day, but the day it actually happened, to this first day is 322 days. So, therefore, if you go from the founding of Yale and you include the day, and then you include the day on this one as well, you just go. I mean, you just straightly go from there to there. Now to the day when nukes will go off in Ukraine's 322 322. Incredible. Wow. That is, I mean, if that doesn't like rock your boat, are you alive? I mean, and are you, anyway, let's keep going. Boom, this is crazy. Okay, and then, yeah, the day this started right here, well, not that day, but the day that the first day was, again, numerology of 1901, okay, and then the founding of Yale was also a 1. Okay, it was a 1 also. A 1 plus 9 is 10, take away the 0. And then it had 83 days left over on that day, okay? Now, what's significant about that? Well, they love their numerology because Yale University equals 83. And then another name for Skull and Bones, they call themselves the Brotherhood of Death. Isn't that just grand? Come join the Brotherhood of Death. We're dying to have you. I mean, give me I mean, people actually join this crap? I mean, it's just it blows my mind that people are that dupable. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, anyway, September 11th, 2001. Okay, I shouldn't even said that. Why did I say that? But anyway, to the first day, 8383. This first day, a couple days ago here, 8383. Do you see that? Brotherhood of Death from Yale University is 8383. And that is a coincidence? I think not. Okay, and then here we got, it's also called Yale Skull and Bones. Okay, that's another name. There's multiple names, of course. Okay. And then this was the actual founding. Like I showed you, it was 1832, but I found, and I remember, and there's a couple reasons why I remember that it was February 13th. The biggest reason why I remember it was February 13th, even though I can't find the actual screenshots and all that kind of stuff that I had. And they were probably taken on my phone at that time when I did years ago, and I can't find it anywhere on the internet right now, is that it was one day after Lincoln's birthday. And I just remember that. And I remember thinking that I thought Lincoln, there's evidence that he might be Skull and Bones, and then there's just one day after that. So you have an event day, his birth, and then a reporting day. Remember, I was just saying, on everything there's a day and then there's a reporting day. So that's a coincidence? I don't think so. Okay, so then I'm going to show you something here. Watch this. So this equals 192 in English ordinal. Okay, now let's go from this date, okay, that date, the founding of Skull and Bones, Yale Skull and Bones, okay, that date, to this first day that just happened a couple days ago, okay, to even confirm this even more. 192 years and 192 days? Are you seeing this? Look at this. Look at this. Okay, let's do this again. 322322 for the founding of Yale. Let's go over here again. Yale University, Brotherhood of Death, 8383 from 9 Zuls, 11 Zuls to the first day. 8383, double numbers. And then right here, from the founding of Yale to the first day, the founding of Skull and Bones to the first day. 192. Man, again, goosebumps. Holy moly. Okay, now look at this. What is 192? Okay, what is one? It's September. It's a mirror date. It's September 1st and September 2nd, like I was showing you. Look at that. September 1st and September 2nd. And September 2nd is technically hiding 9, 1, and then 1 because 2 is 1 and 1. Are you feeling me on this? Man, I'm rocking this thing. I mean, I'm sorry if you don't see that, and if it doesn't end up happening, man, I don't understand how. But I mean, especially with some of this stuff, I'm like, it's off the charts. It's some of the best stuff I've ever found. The numbers are just. If this doesn't happen, I will be, God, I'll be, man. You can slap me. It's slap your mama good. It's slap your mama good. Man, slap your mama good. Okay, anyway, sorry, I'm in a weird mood right now. Okay, so because I'm just a little loopy and I'm just trying to have fun because I don't want to fall asleep while I'm doing this. So yeah, so now let's kind of color code it because again, this is going to prove that this first day was two different calendars. Watch this: the founding of Yale, Skull and Bones. Okay, February 13th. Now we'll color code this. Watch this. Boom. 2, 2. 1 and 1 is 2. 3 down here. 8. 30, 23 backwards right there. Look at this. August 23rd is the 23rd and the 223rd day of the year, which is August 10th on the Julian calendar. I'm sorry, but that, or at minimum it says 823 is 223. Who knows why? But I know why because it's 223rd day on the Julian calendar is 810, and that's a first day. 10 is 1. All right, bam! This is massive. Oh my goodness. Okay, and I thought, hey, I'm just gonna check this out right now. What I suspected, never checked it out back then, because that was his birthday, and then one day later, as far as month and day, was when that's the Skull and Bones started. But it was in the 1800s. Now watch. So we go from his birthday to the start of Skull and Bones, and look at that, 322, or 2 days and 23 years, 223 or 322, however you want to look at it. But look at that, or 23 backwards and 322. Man. Okay, and then that day of founding of Skull and Bones just happened to have 322 days left, and I think I remember that actually. I think that's another reason why I remembered it. So. That's massive. Look at that. Look at that. What that really means, that's 2. 1 and 1 is 2 and 3. 2, 2, 3. And then 23rd of August backwards. It's a mirror. It's going this way and going that way. And there's a center point. See this? There's a center point right here. 2, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 2 going out this way. And it's backwards and backwards. Anyway. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, back to these jack wagons here. Okay, so that war that was started between him and the invasion of these guys into these guys' area, okay, was that then into this first day? It just happened to be that. Again, we're talking about how this associates with 223 and 322 and all that stuff, and then that's 9/2 September 2nd and all this stuff. Anyway, here we go. Now watch both these guys are Skull and Bones. I'm going to show you. Skull and Bones 140 is 149. Boom, Volodymyr. So this guy is a Vladimir, and this guy's a Volodymyr. Does that sound similar? What are the chances that both leaders are named Vladimir or Volodymyr? Okay, are you kidding me? Look at that. I mean, seriously, there's no such thing as coincidence if you didn't know that. Anyway, watch. Vladimir proving it. Vladimir is a masculine name of Slavic origin, meaning to rule with greatness. And they just happen to think they're great, and they're in this position, peaceful ruler and ruler of the world. I mean, that's a coincidence that they're both named basically Vladimir, because look, Vladimir comes from the old church Slavic name Volodymyr, and is incredibly popular throughout Slavic and Russian-speaking countries. It's crazy. Wow. I just proved that. Sorry. Okay, anyway. Vladimir. He's a Vladimir dude. He's just a mirror. He's a mirror dude. Okay, anyway. Wow, look, I mean, are you kidding me? Okay, anyway. Look, hey, now look at this. Okay. Now, I looked at this one day and I was like, Skull and Bones? That's not Skull and Bones. It's skull and crossbones. And then I decided to do it in gematria. Skull and crossbones just happens to be 223, or the 223rd day of the year, and then 2. Ooh, and then we just switched the, well, 223rd day of the year. This year, normally it's 811, but this year it's 810. Okay, again, Julian calendar. And then watch this. Switch the 6 and the 3, and you have the 236th day of the year, which just happens to be a couple days ago, the day where I'm talking about several ways, several times. So many times in this video already. 823. So 823 on the Gregorian is 810 on the Julian. It's the same day. Okay? It's crazy. What are the chances of that? 236. Oh man, my application is already messing up again because this is too big. Wow, what is the deal with this thing? Man, Microsoft, get your stuff together, man. Man, you better get your stuff together. Man, okay, anyway, look at this. Skull and crossbones, exactly. So this is a normal year. A normal year is the 223rd day of the year is 811 with 142 days left over. You see how this relates to that? He is skull and crossbones because he's the exact opposite. The exact opposite of the days of the year is the days left over. And that a normal year, this is a normal year that's not a leap year, is 811. 811 is the 223rd day of the year with 142 days left over. And that he is one of these guys. Or how could it work out on all kinds of fronts? And I'm not showing you every front. I'm just going to show you some because I don't want to put together a 5-hour video. And I'm sure you don't want to watch one. Okay, and look. 811 is right here in 8 1 and then 1. See, 8 1 and then 1 is World War III because this event is going to start World War III. And then what's 170? Look, see, look at this doing this again. Oh my goodness. Wow, I don't understand what's going on with this thing. It's just I've never had this in doing a video. I just never have. It just messes up while I'm trying to make it and put it all together. But it's just and twice in a video too. I mean, it never happened once in a video and then twice. Wow, this is really messed up. Okay, so anyway, that's hiding 8 1 and 1, and that's the World War III code, obviously, and that's World War III code, and that's hiding. Remember Vladimir Putin's birthday? That's when the Gaza and Israel war started. I mean, you see what's going on here. Hopefully, you can see that, and it's clear. Anyway, boom, and then look, Volodymyr Zelensky is 192 backwards. Remember the 192, 192? And because that's 9-1 and 9-2, and that's his name is that, and that's a coincidence. Sorry, linking him to 192 years and 192 days from the founding of Skull and Bones to this day. I mean, please. And then look at this. Zelensky is also an English Sumerian. Backwards 25th of August. So we got 25th of August, Nuxels and Ukrainsels, and then September 1st and 2nd, Nuxels going off underwatersels and causes, I don't know why I said that, causes tsunamis that hit both coasts at the same time. I mean, good gracious, Ignatius. Okay, here we go. And then look at this. From Volodymyr Zelensky's birthday to this day that I believe he's going to be killed on that day, and the Nuxels going to go off in Ukrainsels because the hero to the world has to be taken out to make everybody really upset with the bad guy that they've made. They made this false hero. He's no hero. He's not. He's probably very villainous. I mean, not probably. He is. And then Putin is also. He's not good either. But whatever. Here we go. So you take his birthday to this day today, and you have 46 years and 213 days, and that is 4 plus 6 plus 213 is 223. Bam. Look at this. Amir right here almost. Amir almost. Look at this. Yeah, Amir. He's a good guy. Amir is a good guy. But you have a Amir right here. I'm just having fun. Sorry. Hey, listen, this is very serious stuff, okay? It really is. And I've cried for years on this stuff. But if I don't have a good time, I'm going to fall asleep. And then also, because I busted my butt all day long, and yesterday and all day long today, all day long to put this together for you. So I've got to have fun with it, or otherwise I'll cry. I'll cry with what's happening, what's going on, and all that stuff. So I got to have fun with it. So I just have to. So I'm sorry if you don't get that, but I'm just going to enjoy it the best I can, because when I think about what the horrible things that are going to happen, I don't want to think about it. So And I've dealt with this for many, many, many years. So it's anyway. So look, Zelensky. So we have Vladimir and Zelensky, and we have Vladimir Zelensky, and they're both. See how remember they're both kind of in a sense Vladimir, and see how that 825 August 25th, August 25th. See how they're both lined up with this whole thing. I mean, it just goes and goes. Again, I have a lot more stuff, but I'm just trying to show you the richest stuff I can find. And then Vladimir, not Volodymyr, Vladimir is 826 is hiding there. 826, the reporting day. And then this is 825. Okay, 825 backwards, which is the day with 128 days left over. And then this is 825. 2 plus 5 is 7, and then 6 is hiding 2 plus 4. 82524, the exact day, month, and year right here. See, I'm just telling you, believe it or not. So remember, this was his birthday, hiding 825 plus 1. Okay, remember this. So now we're going to go from his birthday, even more proof of this, because this is how they do this. They love the numerology all over the place, from dates, from birth to death, and all. I mean, I don't think this will be his death, but I'm pretty sure it's Zelensky's death. That's my guess. That's my big guess. But Putin will still go on here for a number of reasons, because he's got to bring in this whole tribulation and all kinds, and then he's got to invade the United States Russia and China will invade the United States once it's destroyed and everything. And all that. So anyway, and I've seen dreams about that, and other people have, and my wife has, and many other people have, and all kinds of stuff. Anyway, so that his birthday to this day, the nukes goes off in Ukraine's. Watch this, 26,256. What is that? 2 plus 6 is 8. 2 5, and then 6 is hiding 2 plus 4. So we literally have times 3. Remember, 25th. Get rid of the 9 of August, 1 plus 7, 25th of August. We have 25th of August, 2024, and we have 25th, 24 right here. 25th of August, 25th of August, 25th of August. 2024, and 24. All three are that. And that's a coincidence? I think not. Okay, so like I said, skull and crossbones, okay, right here, is really what it shows. But even more than that, I had to think on this. Now remember that this, from the founding of Yale to this first massive explosion that's going to happen, is this day. Okay, remember this. Okay. Now when you look at this, remember I looked at this one time and I said skull and crossbones. Now I looked at it again and rethought it, because it's multiple things, of course, like I've shown. And then it's something else. And this is phenomenal, what this is. It's phenomenal. Okay, anyway. Okay, so is skull and crossbones 322. So you put that in gematria. Are you ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Okay, anyway. Sorry. Okay, skull and crossbones 322. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, we're ready? Okay, so I'm going to bring these numbers down. This is English Sumerian. By the way, English Sumerian, if you don't know, is 6 times English. So English is A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. English Sumerian is times 6. So A equals 6, B equals 12, C equals 18, and you keep going all the way to Z. And then reverse English. And the Lord showed me this years ago, that they both relate to each other, and they're separate, but then they all relate to each other as well in different ways. So I'm going to show you. Watch this. This is incredible. I broke this code. This is amazing. Okay, watch. Are you ready? Keep this in mind. Remember what I said about what this was and the founding of Yale and all this stuff too, okay? And why they would want to hide, that they would hide when the skull and bones is going to actually happen, when death is going to reign and all these things are going to happen, okay, in all kinds of different ways. Now watch. We're going to take this 3, we're going to move it over. That's all we're going to do right now, okay? Now watch. Boom. 322. Again, this is off again. This program's off again. Whatever. It's supposed to be under these 322. And then look, 322 backwards. It's a mirror on the 2. 322, 322. Again, remember, 322 years, 322 days. To what? August. Again, it's off. It's a stupid program. It was perfectly on August 25th. And you can't even see it. It's right there. It's 25th. You can see 25th. Oh, man, I don't want to pause this and start all over again. The stupid program. Anyway, you see it. August 25th, 322 years and 322 days to August 25th from the founding of Yale. And that's right here, encoded in Skull and Crossbones 322. And that's what the image you see. Wow. I'm blown away. Anyway, hopefully you are too. Okay, look, Russia issued this happened on the first day, August 23rd. What a shock. Even though they've been talking about this and has been forecasting this in so many ways and articles and TV and everything else, and movies and everything else, and so many things. So I've learned to use the headline and the subhead together, and I've gotten incredible things, and this is no exception to that. And there's far more to it than this, but I'm just gonna get to this and a couple and something else, and then that's it. I'm done. So watch this. Russia issues a nuclear attack warning as Ukraine's Kursk invasion expands. Russia issued a warning about an alleged Ukrainian attack on a nuclear power plant on Kiev. Kiev continues to invasion of Kursk. Watch this. Take this whole thing, boom, into English Sumerian. This whole thing right here. Watch. We'll take this, bring this down, and then turn it upside down and backwards. That's one of the ways to do it, like I said. Watch. 8, right here. 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. 5, right there. And then 6 is hiding 2 plus 4. Exactly today again. And wait, if I were to show you all the stuff in this article, it would just blow your mind out the back of your head. But I mean, if you get numbers at all, but some people the numbers go right over their head and they just can't process it, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. Okay, good. Sorry. Now watch this. Okay, I'm gonna end this with some of these different things on these movies. Now this is all in predictive programming. There's far more that I could show, but I'm just gonna try to keep this close to an hour as I can. I don't know how close to an hour I can keep it, but here we go. Watch this. Rhea. Remember Ray? Remember Ray, Ukraine? Ray? Rhea. Ray. Look at this. This is her home in the movie. It looks like a big, huge donut. And they live up there. Look at this. It looks like, if you look at it, it looks like a nuke going off in Ray. Boom, a nuke going off. And it's the last dragon year. This is the last dragon year before the tribulation starts. This is the year of the dragon on the Chinese calendar. This will be the last dragon year. Rhea and the last dragon, you could add on here, year. That's what they, and this is Stinky BO. He's the dragon. He's got different colors. He's got the colors from iPad Go, and he also got ultraviolet, and it's really a female. Anyway, all this stuff. Anyway, so first letter code of Ray. This is some of my notes, okay, that I put together. So sometimes I don't do notes on here, but I just had to because I didn't want to recreate this again. So first letter code RATLD is that, and it comes down to 8, 23, 24. Simple as it can be. 8 and then 1 and 1 and 1 plus 20 is 23, and then 2, 4 is 24. And this also proves the first day is not only 8, 23, 20, 24, but in Gematria, Ray and the Last Dragon is 208. And look, 1 plus 24 is 25, 8. 25th of August. Boom. The first day to start, check this off, the whole thing off. And then the third day, boom. And then this is also a first day watch because it's 208. O is 15th letter of the alphabet. And 8. 15 plus 8 is 23. Hold on. Well, I gotta move something here. Okay. Yes, let me go back. Okay, 2 is 15, 8, and 2 15 plus 8 is 23. Look, 223. So the first day was 8/23/24, and the 223rd day of the year, August 10th. And then the boom day is 1 plus 24 is 25, 8. And that's all coincidence? I don't think so. Next. There's so much I could say about this. I'm just going to show you this. The Force Awakens. This is a boomstick. Anyway, it's a boom nuke going off, and that's Ray. Her name is Ray, like as in boom and Ray, Ukraine. I'm telling you, and I could back this up by numbers, but I'm not gonna right now. Okay, and then Field of Dreams back in the '80s. Kevin Costner, a nuke going off in the background. Okay, I'm telling you, it's a moon, but it's also a nuke going off in a very low populated area, but there will be people, unfortunately. And then this is Ukraine because the Ukrainian flag is yellow and blue. Make green. Yellow and blue Ukrainian flag. Boom in the background. And I have all kinds of stuff to prove this, but I'm going to show you one thing about this. Is that this guy's name is Ray. Like Ray, Ukraine, blowing up. Hopefully you see that. If you don't, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say to you. Ray Kinsella is his name. And what is this? This is the day after this happens. It's reported on the day with August 26th with 127 days left over, only on a leap year. And then 170 is the new World War III code, because when this happens, World War III officially begins. Especially over there. And then we'll be kicked into it fully on that one of the days coming up here very soon. And I'm not getting into it right now. But boom, there it is. Remember, man, this is crazy. Look at this Ray from Ghostbusters. Ray Stantz. Okay, how is he related? Watch that. Wow, there's so many. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. This is Ray right here shooting the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with a proton, whatever you called it. Yeah. Anyway, those proton accelerator or whatever. Boom, hitting this guy, right? And they cross the streams, fighting the bad girl, which is a female nasty person, which is Stinky BO, 44th Press, female nasties, which really a female nasty. Okay, then watch, boom. This is Stay Puft, and this guy blows up, okay? Stay Puft is Stay Puft. See, Stay Puft? Stay Puft? Watch. He blows up. It looks like a nuke going off. And Stay Puft is 8:25 backwards when the nukes goes off in Ukraine's the day with 128 days left over, only on a leap year, and that matches Vladimir. Exactly. Then that's cool. Massive coincidence? I don't think so. Okay, anyway, so I want to thank you for everyone who's ever given to me in any way, like prayed for me and my family, my 6-member family, that includes me, my 4 children, my wife. Thank you so much. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. In any way, prayed for us. Any positive comments on my videos, share my videos, share this video. I beg you, share it right now to anybody and everybody. If this doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But all this coordination that I'm showing you is amazing. I don't see how it's not going to happen, but I just have so much more than maybe I've ever had on anything that locks it down. But who knows? It's a speculation at this point. That's all I can do. I don't know the future. I can't. Lord doesn't tell me how the future works. And all that stuff. He tells me little glimpses and sometimes little fractions and stuff. But anyway, that's the best I can do. And he gives me some of the most incredible stuff, like I'm showing you right now, and leads me there. But I don't know what it all adds up to for sure. Okay, so hopefully anybody gets that, and they're not super religious and going crazy and stuff, and just you take out of this what you can and do what you want with it, okay? And if you don't like it, go somewhere else, okay? Sorry. So thank you. And then if you're able to give, I appreciate it. I have a link in the description box below for PayPal, and even you want to give through Zelle, which is bank-to-bank transfer. You can sign up for Zelle at zellpay.com. And I also have a P.O. box. And if this doesn't happen, if this is going to happen, I don't need anything. But if it doesn't happen, I need help still. I support my family and everything, and the Lord told me to do that a few years ago. So it's just trusting Him on everything, and it is not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. If any of you know, most people don't do it. They just do whatever they think they should do. I have to wait on Him, and I wait on people to give if they're led and all that kind of stuff, and that's just our life. So. And it's real fun sometimes. Sometimes you have more month than money, but Lord shows up at that in the last minute, and somehow something happens, or I have to ask for it again, and then people just come through. So I think everyone who's ever come through on that is just massive. And then I want to show you this last thing here. Literally, this is Slim Pickens, the actor Slim Pickens playing. I think his name is. Major Kong. There's so much to this, okay, on all the numbers and stuff. Major Kong, and he's riding a nuke, falling backwards, riding a nuke, going yeehaw, like he's riding a bucking bronco. I mean, ridiculous. This is a famous scene from Doctor Strangelove, and that's a nuke coming down on 9/1 or 9/2. The 246th day of the year. 1 and 1 is 2. Only on a leap year, the 246th day of the year is 9. 1 and 1 is 2. 9/2. Nuxels hitting both coastals, or hitting 2 islands, and then, I don't know why I'm saying zols on that. Nuxels hitting 2 islands, and then cause massive tsunamis come and hit both coasts at the same time. Boom, and that's the birth of the Antichrist on 9 1 and then 1. That Jesus was born on 9 1 and then 1. Back in the fall, back in when he was born, people think of different things. Sorry, it's not the numbers and all the symbols. Everything say otherwise. He was born in the fall, and it was like 9 1 and then 1 on probably on a Jewish calendar, real Jewish calendar. Anyway, the ninth month, 11th day is really what it was. So, anyway, that's it. So I'll leave it at that, and I just thank you so much for watching, and again, thanks so much for prayers and all that stuff. And I'm gonna try to upload this. We'll see what YouTube does to me. Sometimes it fights me, and sometimes it's not so bad. So it's crazy. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. This is Exalted Lamb 1. God bless you. Over and out.